Hey guys, welcome to M&M Plants. Today I want to share, as a proud owner of these succulents, how I manage to keep them happy. What are the tips that one should follow if you want to keep your succulents happy and ever growing? And according to me, people who want to keep plants and they don't have much time to take care for their plants, or they have no knowledge and they are just the beginners, you can start by succulents, because I feel I can call them plants that you can ignore, literally ignore, because you don't need to take care of them much and they will just do their job, and that is to stay alive, to grow. But obviously, if we take too much care or if we do too much with them, then they will die. So, first things first, succulents can be easily grown from cuttings. So, no matter wherever you see a succulent growing, just get a cutting and just start with that cutting, so that you don't, if it dies, which it should not, but if it dies, you don't feel that pain that you've spent so much of money and all that. So I'll just give you a simple example. Let's say this is my succulent. I'll simply do this, which is very easy and no dramas at all. Straight into the soil. That's it, my job is done. This is how easy it is to grow succulents from cuttings. Obviously, if you get a brand new plant from your garden center, then there is no problem at all. Now, second thing that I want to show is where have I grown succulents. So these are wooden boxes which one of my neighbors, he wanted to get rid of them. He wanted to throw them, and I just took it from him, and I have planted my succulents in these wooden boxes. So I have literally not spent any money in buying special pots for them, decorative pots. It's looking good. So wooden boxes, that's it. No special pot requirements. Next thing that I want to share is the perfect soil for succulents. Succulents, they love very loose soil. So your soil should be very loose. It should be like a cactus soil. Now, if you want to understand how to keep a plant happy, the first thing that you should understand is where does that plant originate from. So they originate from East African deserts, now, which means the soil is very loose. So what I do is I mix a lot of stones and pebbles and sand in my soil, and it is all normal potting mix and very little, like 20% compost, just so that these plants, they get some nutrients, because if they get some nutrients, they will not have pest attack very easily. So please don't mix a lot of fertilizer or a lot of compost or even coco peat in your succulent soil. Normal potting mix, normal garden soil is enough. If you really want to do something, just mix a little bit of organic fertilizer like compost, and that too, like in such big box, I would just mix like 2 handful, and that's it, little bit, not much. The next thing I want to cover is watering. If we overwater our succulents, that's when they start dying and the leaves starts falling yellow in color. They just start shedding their leaves. These come from desert, so that means it's okay for them not to have water. So please don't overwater your succulents. If it's winter, water like once in a month, I would say. And if it is summer, the maximum you should water them is once in a week, no matter how hot it is. Once in a week is more than enough. Just water them properly, give them a good clean shower, and good amount of water, but once in a week is enough. My succulents, right now it's winter, they get water like once in 3 weeks, and summer I give them water once in 1 week. No matter what succulent it is, if you touch the leaf, it is very thick, and the leaves, have a look, this glossy thing, that's water. Succulents have the tendency to store water in their leaves. That's why they can live in desert so happy. They are like the camels, I would say. The way camel can store water in their hump, and that's how they survive in desert for many days. Similarly, when it rains in deserts, succulents will store the water in their leaves, and that's how they survive in hot weather for many days. So when you water your succulents, these leaves will store water in them. That's how if you don't water them for next 3 to 4 weeks, they will not die. Now, succulents can be kept indoor as indoor plants, and they can be kept outdoor as outdoor plants. I prefer them keeping outside because they do great outside. I literally just keep on chopping because this is enough amount of succulents that I need. I don't need a big tree or a bush. So I just keep on chopping them and I just give it to my friends, the cuttings, so that they can grow at their places. But if you're growing it inside the house, the growth will be slow. Compared to when it is outside, the growth will be very fast. So I prefer keeping my succulents outside the house, and I make sure that they are getting at least half day sun, no matter how hot day it is. Half day sun is enough. If you want to give them full day sun in winter, that is okay. Summers, half day sun is enough, so that you don't have to water them every now and then. So I would say from morning till afternoon 12-1 is also good enough. Now if you give them this good amount of sun, obviously they will do well, they will grow fast. Inside the house, if you cannot manage direct sunlight, they should get indirect bright light throughout the day from morning till evening. That's a good spot, but again the growth will be very slow. Whenever you water your succulents, it's good to make sure that you clean them properly, because if you keep your succulents clean, the chances of mealybugs attack, pest attacks will be very low. And if they are dirty, if they have spider webs and all that, more and more chances of having pest attack. But if you see pest attack on your succulents, give it a good wash with a soapy water, and if that doesn't go, then you need to go to your nearest garden center and get that organic insecticide and spray it on in the evening time when it's not very hot. One quick tip that I would like to give is, if you are someone who cannot stop themselves from watering their plants, it can be any plant, then please make sure that you plant your plants in ceramic pots, okay? And second tip is that make a very loose soil. Mix a lot of perlite, vermiculite, pebbles, stones, sand. Mix these things a lot. Make a very well drained soil with a lot of holes in the bottom of the pot, ceramic pot. If you do all this and then you're watering every now and then, your plant will not die, because in this case the water will easily flow out, it will evaporate. But if you have plastic pots and your soil is very clayey, you haven't mixed all this and you still keep on watering your plants, then your plants will die. I hope you enjoyed this video on succulents. They are very easy to take care plants. Anyone can keep them, provided if you just take care of few things that I've shared in this video. Do get a lot of succulents, because it just looks good. They are available in so many different colors and shades. It will give a lot of color and life to your garden. Bye for now.